Okay, so y-intercept x equals 0. Okay, and so literally what you do is you plug in the 0 for x. So you have y equals maybe 0 squared minus 1, 0 minus 2. And so those zeros really don't do nothing. So you have a negative 1 over negative 2. Negative divided by negative turns to a positive. And then 1 divided by 2 is really just 0.5. Okay. I'm going to put all the answers. I'm going to do the work in the middle and then the answers all on the right. Okay. So right here, my y-intercept. It's my first piece of information. X is always 0. And I just calculated my y to be 0.5. Okay, remember, x is always 0 for the y-intercept. Any questions so far? I'll stop recording, so if it does, let me know. So once in a while, stop. Okay, and then number 2. Okay, after you do that, what I suggest you do next is your HA and OA, which is what you were doing yesterday. Okay. So I'm just going to keep writing it over because you can't see it. Okay. So this is a 2 and that's a 1. What is that called? Bobo button or Betsy? Button, right? Bigger on top, right? So this is a button problem. And then important, the N stands for no HA. Okay. So there's one of your answers already. HA is none. Now, recall if it's bigger by 1, which it is, 2 is bigger than 1 by 1, that means we do have a OA. Okay, so because it is bigger than 1, that means I do have a OA. So I'm going to do the work for the OA down here. The oblique asymptote. So we do synthetic division. Okay, now be careful here. And remember, we start with x squared, but what should come next after x squared? X. Even though this doesn't have an x, you have to have a placeholder for that x. Okay, and so I put a 1 because that's a 1 right here. There's no x, and then a negative 1. Now, should I divide by negative 2 or by 2? 2. So just be careful. That's a common mistake too. So we're dividing by the root, not by the factor. So it's always the opposite of the factor. Okay, and then we divide. So this drops down. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 0 is 2. And I don't even care what that is. So I'm not even going to bother to do it because the remainder doesn't matter for us. Okay. So my OA equation is y equals 1x plus 2. Well, I said I was going to put it on the side, so I'll put it over here. So OA, y equals x plus 2. Questions thus far, guys? Anybody? Okay, so y-intercept, HA, OA. Okay. After you do those, then the last part, the third part, that's when you get everything else. And that you have to factor. To get all the other stuff, you have to factor. Okay, so again, let me rewrite it. So this one factors, this is the difference of squares. Now remember, you have 4 different types of factoring, right? You have difference of squares, you have GCF, you have the trinomial with the a greater than 1. And that's why you have 8 examples, because they're all a little bit different. Okay? The bottom is a linear term, so it doesn't factor. Okay. So here's the important part. I haven't had time to write it up here, but I'm going to write it, but on the test I have to erase it. Okay, it's just that what cancels is your whole. The top that doesn't cancel is your x-intercepts. The bottom that doesn't cancel is your VA. Okay, so right here, there was nothing that canceled, so that means for the whole, I have none. Because nothing canceled. Okay. These two right here will be my x-intercepts, both of them. And these two will be my, or this one, sorry, this one will be my vertical asymptote. You can have many vertical asymptotes, you can have many x-intercepts. They don't have to be just one. So my x-intercepts is the solving both of those factors, so the opposites of those. So the y is always 0. Okay. And then the vertical asymptote is the bottom. If I solve that, it's x equals 2. Remember, the vertical asymptote excuse me, is not a point, so it's an equation. So therefore, it has to be x equals 2, not a point. Please let me know, is there any question, any confusion so far? Once you get the hang of it, they're really smooth. They're just, the only hiccup is the factoring. Nothing. We good, guys? Everything? That's all the parts. Okay. What we haven't done is graph. Okay, so this is new. So if you kind of tune me out, come back with me. Let's graph this. It's actually quite simple to graph. We just need to put all the information where it goes. Okay, so for example, let's do the VA. The VA is at -2, so I go here to -2. Oh, thank you. It's +2. Not -2. 1, 2. Okay, so my VA is at 2. I have my two x-intercepts, one at -1, one at +1. So let me put those there. I'll exaggerate them. What other information did we find? We have no horizontal. I'll do the OA in just a second. We have a y-intercept at 0.5. Right, so at 0.5, here's 1. So 0.5 would be between 0 and 1. Okay. Only thing left is the OA. So let me rewrite it. The OA is y equals x plus 2. Is that right? Okay. So here we go. Refresher from, you're looking at me where we're good? Okay. No, if I do something wrong, let me know. Okay. Back from algebra 1. This is your slope, which is a 1. So it's a 1 over 1. It's a positive, right? So it's going to look this way. And this is your y-intercept. So slope intercept, right? And so the way we graph is we start with the y-intercept. So I'm going to start, what color could we use here? I'll do red. So I'm going to start at 2, right there. And then I just go up 1 over 1 or down 1 over 1. So down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over, up 1 over 1. If you have 2 points and you have a straight edge, you just need 2 points. Connect the 2 points, and that's your line. Okay. So once you put the information that you have there, you just connect the dots. So notice the only way this could work, based on the asymptotes, because I can't pass, remember, I can't ever touch those asymptotes. So the only possibility would be like this, because you can't pass those walls ever. And so you might imagine, right, that it's going to be reflected the same way up here, like a mirror. Okay, questions, guys? It's not bad, okay? Just little, it's like a big meal, just a little bit at a time. You kind of go through it. Okay, so